Welcome to the club. My name is John, and I will be your host for this meeting. In this meeting of the Retiring Club, I wanted to take another look at one of our investments that we've held for quite a while, and it's been kind of stagnant, and how we can take a look at where it's at, where it's been holding, and possibly moving it into another investment where we sell the shares with the intentions of having already picked out another investment and moving into. The portfolio turnover is something that happens in the investment world all the time, where you go ahead, you look at an investment, it's not doing too well, or you're taking profits. In the previous videos, you've seen me take profits out of the mutual funds, which I'm proud to say I was able to skim a total of $4,000 out of various investments in the Fidelity account. And we also took a look at portfolio turnover, where we saw investment, it was headed in the wrong direction. And before we lost our principal amount, which is when you invest, there's no guarantee that you won't lose all your money, including the principal. Um, we were able to sell the shares and move it into another investment that's doing well. So it's just part of the regular maintenance of your portfolio. So what I'm going to do is keep this a relatively short meeting, just to keep your attention, and we're going to go ahead and jump right into it. I picked an investment that I held over at another one of my rollover IRAs. I had my eye on it. I've held it for a number of years. I remember when I first got it, and I'll talk about it on the screen share. So let me hop into that real quick. My name is John, and you're with the Retirement Club. Thank you. Okay, so here we are, folks, over at the Charles Schwab rollover account that I held. I picked that account up when I was with Lear Health, and I think that was in 2012. One of the investments I had at the within the 401k was doing really, really well. And I just wanted to keep it. So at that time, I wasn't really aware of I could roll it over. Some of the investments that you may hold from a 401k, when you go to roll it over, some of the brokerage houses or investment um, firms that you're investing with, they may not take it in kind, meaning you can transfer it over and keep all the shares that you have purchased. Sometimes you have to sell it and repurchases. So that's not what I wanted to do with one of them. That's Harbor Capital Appreciation. That has done really well. It was up almost 50%. I think I had something like a couple grand, maybe more than that. And it is up to about 8 grand with appreciation of 46%. But here, back then when I was at Lear Health, this was after Obama got reelected. Healthcare was doing really, really well. So I was looking at my statement here. On December 31st, 2017, I 112 shares, 24.22 price, valued at 2721.82. And here's a transaction detail. So from the 2017, and I did this last year, to 2024, I went ahead and sold it. It settled in one day. And I had 151 shares. I got $27.43, and 43 cents, and it was for $41.58. So we made some money on it, but this investment had stayed about the same for a long time, and I decided I wanted to move it in something else. It didn't pay very much in capital gains, so I went ahead and sold it. And I went ahead and bought this investment here. Let me see if I can bring this up a little bit more for you, going in the wrong direction. And let's see, we'll get it right there. There we go. On the 24th, I went ahead and did a buy, and I went and selected T. Rowe Price Global Technology, and there's a ticker symbol PRGTX. If you want to know what's in it, you can go take a look. It is not your typical technology firm with that Magnificent Seven: Microsoft, Apple, Nvidia, Tesla, and all those other companies. It has a bunch of other companies that make electronics. and as well as the semiconductors, including advanced micro devices. So we did that by 221 shares at 791. The price was 1875, and you know I like to buy shares less than $25 so I can accumulate a nice size share. So you can see here's a 51, 41, 58, 58, which is from here to here. And in the rollover account, this is where it's at right now. So I still got the same amount of shares, but look at that. It has appreciated. That's the cost base. This is the market value, and it has risen 29.49%, and that's as of August 31st. So within a, let's see, that's going to be 15-month period, it is increased by 29.49%. And there we have it here. And that's the gain of it, $1,226. So you can see how me making that selling the Schwab Healthcare, SWHFX. You can look up that ticker symbol and see what's in it at $27.43. And what I did include it is this is where it's at as of the 31st, 23.90. So as you can see, I would have suffered a loss on this investment had I held on to it. It would have started burning, eating away at some of the gains from all those years. Because I know I bought this probably in 2012. Um, so I had held it for a really long time. Here's the high point right here. This was right close to, well, 2 3 months after I sold it in May of 2024. It peaked up here, but here's where it's at today. It has not been faring very well. So this is another example of portfolio turnover where you actually look at your investments, you pick out something else you may like, you go ahead and sell it, and then you purchase something else. Original purchase, this is what I started with, 2721, and I sold it here on this date. That's just about 7 years later, 4158, and then in a year I've grown it to 5385. So this is example of portfolio turnover. So I'm just going to leave it here. You guys can look up the ticker symbol PRGTX on your own and see what it's made of. But this is something I want to point out in the meeting. So I'm going to go ahead and end the meeting with this one. This is just another example of portfolio turnover and how you, as a portfolio manager, can take a look at your own account and make your own investment decisions and continue growing that account. Okay. This is John with the Retiring Club, and I'm going to end this meeting. Thank you. Go ahead and subscribe and like and stick around for some more. We're going to start getting a deep dive into early retirement in the near future. Thank you.